pleasure to have you on board. Welcome to the Miller's Talk with me, your host, Munyaradzi Dembenuzani. In this show, we get to interact on issues that are affecting the community in terms of safety and well-being. And today we are going to be talking about drugs. Drugs is a topic that does not need any more definitions, as there are a plethora of definitions that have been provided for already within different organizations and the international communities at large. So when we talk of drugs, we are saying these are things that relieve symptoms. These are things that affect the body composition. But what now is the problem is the abuse of such substances. Like if we tend to use these things in a manner that they were not designed to be used in. So joining me today is a youth from Mbare as well, Maxwell Chembezi, co-founder of Bonelessons, an organization that is doing quite well within Mbare and other communities. I think I might not take the stick from him. I'm going to let him introduce himself and Max, talk to them.
Hi guys, my name is Tanaka Maxwell Chembezi and I'm the founder of Skateboarding. So let me dig deep into Skateboarding for a little bit. So what we do is we teach people how to skateboard and at the same time conscientize people on how to better their minds and teach them about mental well-being, their personal well-being, and understanding more on mental health and what it has to do with an individual and the society as a collective. And apart from that, we dig more into societal issues and try to actively advocate for them. That is, it could be drug abuse, it could be gender-based violence. If it's just an issue that has a potential to to threaten or to affect a person's mental well-being, this is something that we would take an interest into. It would definitely take an interest in, because this is something that has something to do with the mind. As long as it has something to do with the mind, we're all about it. We try by all means to conscientize and to advocate for it or against it.
Okay. Let me just interrogate your name, your group name.
Yeah.
Or at least let me probe you to interrogate your name. When you say born, are we saying born as in Kujarwa or bonds? Lessons, like what's with the name?
Fun fact, It's none of the above.
Okay.
So let me try and break it down. In skateboarding, we have a skateboarding trick, which is called the boneless. Right? Boneless. It's a maneuver where you just grab the skateboard and you step off with one foot, then you just jump and get back on the skateboard. It's a trick that can be learned by anyone at any level. You could start skateboarding today and learn it.
Okay.
Right? It's one of the easiest tricks to learn, but at the same time, it has so many variations. So we took boneless, the trick, because we love it. We love the trick so much. And we took lessons, because we do offer lessons. So we just took boneless, and lessons. So we couldn't say boneless lessons. It's kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. So we just mashed it up and it was like bone lessons.
Okay.
So it's boneless and lessons in the same word.
Okay. So, I think we'll talk more about your organization. So what I need to know is, what kind of drugs are being consumed here in Bari?
Well, that's a tricky subject in the sense that I can't particularly say that there's one drug that's being consumed more than the other, but I think in this year, if I could straightly focus on this year or this past month that we've been through, I think crystal meth is the one drug that's being consumed to a level that I basically don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand it, but crystal meth is dombo. Chidina yeye ndo chikushwane vanhu.
Akadzwa machitadzi stone. As the other people were saying, even David Livingstone. I told Garamdombo because his name was David and they were saying Livingstone. So like I took Garamdombo, you know.
Wow.
Okay, what Dombo Sando pizza?
Ndori kupisa vanhu kwete ndori kutopisa.
Okay.
Ndori kupisa vanhu.
Oh, you don't pizza?
Ari kupisa vanhu.
Okay. So what long-term effects can we say this kind of drugs have, not just on individuals but on the society at large?
Okay, so on our society, which is partially, yes, our community has been already grown, but at the same time we're developing in a generation that's trying to conscientize themselves to know the good and the bad.
Okay.
So I basically think that from what I've seen as an individual, as a person who's living within this community, I've seen that the effects of Mutoriro is you start having an unstable mind. And this is happening everywhere. I've not seen a case of a person who uses Mutoriro who has a stable mind, who can safely come to me and say that I'm okay. It's been 2 or 3 years and I'm still okay. Nothing has happened, and that person can come to me and say, yes, you can do it, and nothing will happen to you in the long run. Like, you'll definitely be okay. No one. One thing is the mental instability.
Okay.
Like, most of the, yes, kutsongwa, that's a perfect word. Kutsongwa. Most people that I've seen, most interviews that I've had with people who actually do crystal meth, most of them say that, yes, we do it, but at the same time, we lose track of time, right? I don't do as much things as I used to do back in the days. I don't have as much stuff as I used to have back in the days. If it's clothes, I don't have enough clothes anymore because I can't live without it. I have to sell my clothes.
So in business, arrest compound.
That could be a perfect picture. About hembe ne property yako ichibvira. That's basically what it is.
I heard someone saying Anzi J. Anzi it's a J. So you put everything there. That's where your address, all your belongings, everything.
Yes,
you put
there.
in that bowl.
And the J looks like a hook. So kangatemga ganomoshansonska hook. Trumonorwa hook. You hook for real just because you did. You're hooked. You're literally hooked. Literally.
You'll be hooked on it.
But hey, you're literally hooked.
So, do you ever come across one drugs in your organization? Like, do you, when you are doing your sessions, I understand you do peer-to-peer sessions, you offer mental health sessions to the community for free. So, do you ever come across such kind of people within your sessions, and how do you deal with them?
Well, within our sessions, yes, we invite everyone.
Okay.
Right, despite gender, sex, ethnicity, or background.
Okay.
We invite everyone. You're welcome to come and learn, because it's basically learning. Right? What you do behind closed doors, we don't know. We might not know, and we might say something that might speak to you, or that might offend you. But some of the times, yes, it does offend some people, and they would come and talk to us and say, but when you said this, why did you say this? But what we can safely say is, if a person comes to us saying that, okay, I have a problem, you've been educating me on the bad side of drugs, of which I already know the bad sides because I'm living that life. This would be that person saying, okay, I know what I'm doing is bad, but how do I stop? Us as boneless and skateboarding, we can't say that we can be hands-on and help you, but we can refer you to certain institutions that can definitely help you.
Okay.
That are guaranteed success. Not all the time, obviously, because it depends on the person and how willing you are to let go and how willing you are to change. But we have encounters, a lot of encounters. Sometimes we even invite people. I remember this friend of mine at this one workshop that we were having. She went to this group of young males and asked if they wanted to be part of a workshop about drugs. And these guys were very interested.
Okay.
But they literally what they said to her, they were very nice to her. They didn't offend her in any way, or they didn't come off as saying, we do drugs, so what are you trying to do? What are you trying to say to us and everything? They understood, but they did drugs.
Okay.
But they chose not to come because to them, they didn't want to know, because they already know the effects. They already know what they're doing is bad. To them, what's left is the decision. But these people are already there. They know these things are happening. They know we're having these workshops. They know that these things are damaging them. And some of these guys, not all of them, but some of these guys just continue. They just do.
Okay. So I understand, in Zimbabwe, as a country, there are efforts that are being put in by the government. We see the police impounding on. I don't know what's the right way to put it, but even in the local bars, when you are watching soccer, you see the police coming in their numbers, and they are telling everyone to come out and searching people for drugs, and we see a lot of campaigns being conducted, anti-drugs and substance campaign, we see the DJs, the artists performing, and some of them are actually intoxicated themselves. I'm not saying they are coming intoxicated, but some of them, we actually see some of the famous people taking drugs, and these are the same people that are coming in and they are saying we must not do drugs, and they are performing on stage, and they are saying and some of the lyrical content we can actually tell okay, this is what they are singing about. So I don't know, do you think this issue of conducting anti-drug campaigns, do you think alone it works for us to really get to the part when we say we've actually managed to conscientize the community? What else do you think needs to be done, to supplement these efforts that are being carried out?
Okay, I understand fully your question. I understand it. First of all, I'll answer the first part, which is, let me first acknowledge one thing. Yes, what the police are doing, it's subjective. Some say it's wrong, some say it's right. To me, personally, they've been making so much progress because they've been eradicating all the most of the drug lords. Most. It's not all. It's not all. They can't fully go 100%.
Okay.
Hopefully they will, but who knows? But they're making efforts. This is something that they hadn't tried before, and they're trying it right now, and it's showing results.
Okay.
Because one less drug lord means probably you've saved one of the children that will be in your neighborhood from eventually being a drug abuser or a substance abuser, right? Because apart from that, to me, it's a sensitive and strong subject in the sense that even we can try and say that it's their fault for doing it, but apart from that, we need to come from a point of understanding to say that, okay, you're doing drugs. We know you're doing drugs. Right? From our point of perspective, our point of view as bone lessons, we're not coming as, we know you're doing drugs. Stop doing drugs. Drugs are wrong and everything. We're trying to understand the cause of your situation. Why you're doing it. Because people do drugs for different reasons. For some people, it's they do it for fun. I'm pretty sure to wamboshika kana pa event, you can say, mina ndimvonga kuti ndiyazofara and ndipinde mu. But so does that mean if you don't drink you can't have fun?
No, I don't know.
You see now.
I think in churches we have fun, but we don't drink.
That's exactly the point of view that we come from. And at the same time, it's understanding the situation. Why is this person doing Torito? Why is this person smoking? Some people, it cancels out the noise in their head. Because we all have voices in our head. Some people's voices are louder than others. Yeah. And you first need to understand, why is this person doing this? We know what this person is doing, why this person is doing this. Can't we find a solution to stop them from taking drugs by addressing the cause of this? Because as long as that problem is going to be there, and this person is using this as an escape, they'll always come back to this. If they have a problem, there's a guarantee that you're always going to come back to the same thing that you think is a solution.
Okay.
So at the same time, the campaigns, the marches, the social media campaigns, the physical what you call those what you call
Roadshows.
the road shows that are happening. Yes, they might seem like they're not doing much, but they are, because there's something that that is said in the Bible that is actually very interesting. That God can leave the 99 to go look for the one. Like it's 100 sheep, the lost sheep, right?
Okay.
So if you as an individual, as a company, as an organization, right, manage to do a campaign, maybe you use, I don't know, $100 something dollars for the campaign, and you manage to save one person, or you manage to sway a person from doing drugs, or possibly creating an opportunity for that person to like use the road you guys are using, apart from the other road that is damaging them. To me, that's a win, because that's one less person we have to worry about.
Okay.
That's one less person, that's one more person that could further push the agenda. So these campaigns are very useful and they are working. We might not see the progress of it, like how big it is, but the small it is, to me that's huge, because our motto that we stand for is it's not much, but it's enough to make a difference. So that one person could change 5 more lives.
And then
Yes, it's like a recurring cycle now. Right? So the little that we do, that person could do more, or he could do that same little, but to another person. That's one more person that I don't have to influence, but I influence someone, but that person influenced another person. So it's like spreading, it's like conscientizing. Alright, it's like the version of the coronavirus, but in a positive way. That I infect you, then
in
you.
another sense, you don't need a podium for you to address a lot of people.
You don't
but
need
you just
a
need to
podium.
speak to someone who's beside you.
You don't know who you speak to. You don't know. You could talk to someone like randomly. You talk to that person, and that person could change 50 lives because of something that you did.
Let me pose a hypothesis. In this current setting, you know, we are living in poor conditions, most of us. We are coming from different backgrounds. So, let's say with this prevailing economic conditions, you are a person in authority, right? And then possibly the police themselves, they issue out a statement that they are seeking information, information that will result in the arrest of one of the most notorious drug lords within your community, and a reward is being offered, possibly a small reward. And then you are a person in authority, right? And you happen to come across this information, and even come across the person himself or herself, the person that's being, the person in question. And you come across this person and you know what you must do for you to get that reward that is being offered. And then this person says, he will give you, or she will give you $1 million. What will you do?
First of all, I heard you say that a small reward. You hear this person saying that a small reward.
Yeah, small reward.
Okay.
Maybe $200, maybe $300. Maybe $20, or maybe just a special appreciation to say, thank you very much, here's a book. Yeah. And then this person is offering you $1 million cash, not swipe, not straw, not what, cash. What do you do?
Okay, in a situation like that, it'll be very tricky in that you start thinking of the things you could probably do with the money. But yeah, that happens to everyone. But now it's a matter of principles and values.
Okay.
Because if I personally wouldn't accept, it'll be hard in this current situation, but I wouldn't accept. I honestly wouldn't accept Not because I don't want money. I want money. Everyone wants money, needs money, right? But the situation now is, if you let this happen, how many people are you going to let die? How many people are going to be on your hands? Let's say it's $1 million. Let's say it's just 5 lives. You're going to eat that money, right? You're going to get rich. You're going to enjoy everything. But how many people are going to suffer because you couldn't make a sacrifice? At the end of the day, it's not about what we stand for, or what all my colleagues stand for. It's not about the money. It's about the greater good and what this person or what our community, because we all know we're struggling. If you give most people this option, they will take it. But at the same time, how many people are you going to let die just because you want to have money?
Yeah.
It's like letting let me just go straight to the it's inhumane to me.
Okay.
It is. It's happening, yes, in situation when push comes to shove, people tend to choose money, but hopefully I hope most people could make the right decision. Because at the end of the day, to me, it touches me deeply in the sense that, okay, I'll share this little story, right? A couple of years ago, one thing that made me start wanting to push more into mental health, like so much more, is I was skating with a friend of mine at Baremsika bus terminus. So it was closed and it was almost 6. So there weren't buses in the terminus at all, and the floodlights were like everywhere. So as we were skating, I saw my friend stop. I was busy skating. I looked at my friend, like, why are you not skating? Then he pointed at these kids. These were like 8 years. I think the oldest was like 10.
Yes.
And they were busy smoking.
Weed or just some cigarettes?
Smoking weed.
Okay. Weed, yes.
And this is in public. This is in public at the terminus, right? All the people who could see them, they didn't do anything about it. They just acted like they didn't see it. For some reason, I don't even know. So for me, it then spoke to me, saying, okay, these kids came here so they could see us skate, yes? Why not? What if I was teaching them how to skate right now? Would they be doing what they're doing right now, which is smoking? Would they be smoking or would they be skating? Because even in their smoking, they were interested in skating. So if I introduce them to skating and they start skating, and I make sure that I'm constantly engaging them so they skate, if they spend more time skating, they'll lose more time smoking.
Okay.
And if they keep doing this, hopefully they'll let go of this. Because as they are doing this, we're not just doing that. We're giving them more information on the mind, how to understand the mind, how the mind works, and how what they were doing or what other people are doing. We don't necessarily direct that what you're doing is wrong, but we talk to them, trying to educate that people are doing this. You know, nobody wants to hear that but ukataura senyambo ungonzwa like point of view yake, that person is more likely to respond.
Okay.
So zvakandibata to an extent that I don't want to see a situation like that again. So for us, that's why we're trying to include people, to make sure people try skateboarding. It's different, it's relaxing, it's unlike most things out there. I could guarantee.
Okay, so if I come, uzokwanisa kuskate away.
Yeah.
My age cannot zvizoda twapana.
Well, the oldest person I know, akatanga kudzidzira skateboard, was 60 years. So hauna excuse.
Oh, okay.
Hauna kana excuse.
These legs. I wonder if they will work.
Oh,
but,
these legs.
Yeah.
There's another guy who uses maoko ake asina makumbo. So hauna kana excuse. Yeah.
Okay.
Hauna excuse. Maybe this guy is under my crutch. I don't skate under my crutch. Hauna kana excuse. Hauna
Okay.
kana.
So Max, I think we might need to schedule it another time for us to, expand on a lot of issues because
Sure thing.
I can see you have quite a lot to share with us. And a lot of people might actually benefit from the initiatives that you're doing as an individual and as a group. So I don't know. Perchance there's. Wait, I forgot to ask. Dear viewers, if somebody gives you 1 million to say, don't report them, will you take it or will you proceed? Like the hypothesis that I posed earlier. I forgot to ask. What will your responses be? Please highlight in the comment section.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Opiwa Maria.
Yeah.
Opa biro mangwa.
Ah!
Chumos guy.
Why I need to do
And look for example, because it's like you could go back to zero just like this.
I choose it out, right? But anyways, Max, on a more serious note, maybe there's someone who's listening or watching out there, and they're saying, they want to be part of this initiative. So, Max, how do they get in touch with you? Like, where do you guys operate, and how can someone be able to contact you?
Okay. You can go on our Instagram page and like and follow us at bonelessonssb. Just that. Bonelessonssb. Just follow, drop a like, and leave a comment. And on YouTube, we also bonelesson skateboarding. And on TikTok, it's bonelessonssb. Again, the SB is just for skateboarding.
Okay.
Then on contact on WhatsApp, you can contact us on 0779 308 465. Then I'll probably add you to the bigger group.
Maybe you can repeat the number.
Okay, 0779 308 465. We'll put the contact details in the description.
Okay, yeah.
And if you want to skate and you're in Bari, Stodato is where we always are. And if you're not in Bari and you want to skate and you can come to Bari, we skate on Sunday, every single Sunday in town at the Dominican Convent car park. Every Sunday.
Okay.
We skate Sunday.
So, Max, any last words to someone who's out there and they feel like taking drugs is the only option for them? Like they're in a bad situation, maybe peer pressure, maybe what, but they just feel like drugs or taking drugs is the only way out. What words of encouragement can you give to those people?
Well, my words of encouragement or discouragement.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What I'll tell you is, you deserve better. I know it's something that most people do and you do it just because it makes you feel a certain way. But know this, drugs do not bring you like prolonged happiness. You doing things you want to do. That's the only way you can get happiness. Like real, genuine happiness. If you smoke, if you do Torito, it's only for a period of time that you feel that way. And you're forced to do it again so you get into that ecstatic feeling or ecstatic phase. But that phase only lasts for as long as you keep on doing that. But if you try and push yourself to do what you really want, like your own goals, you pursue your own goals, that will bring you joy and happiness and an ecstatic feeling that's going to like prolong. That's long term. Drugs are not the answer.
Okay.
Push your vision and try God. Try God.
Okay, guys, so thank you very much for joining us on this amazing talk show, the Mbile's Talk. I was joined by Maxwell Chembezi. I'm sure you got the contact details. You can also skate. I'm possibly going to join Pangutanga this Sunday. So Sunday, Dominican Convent car park and go skater. So until next time, guys, and it's Mumbo Siama Drugs for now, Mumbo National Chief. I think tikana vachupa content tinosiya madrugs tese ndakatosiyawo amen. So until next time, take care for now. And how many minutes? Glow. Kwenda changu nyori 00.
Hata unaruba record.
Dubai good. Serious? Oh.
Haina limit.
Haina limit. 1 hour. Ndio record. Ndio nukabaya hivi.